Epic Games has now confirmed the release of the ARK Mobile Revamp, or ARK Mobile Ultimate Survivor Edition, for both Android and iOS devices. This announcement is particularly exciting for the mobile gaming community, as the revamped version promises a full suite of downloadable content, DLCs, all maps, and a performance optimization tailored to a wide range of devices. However, while the news is generally positive for players, there is a significant limitation for iOS users outside the EU due to Epic Games Store's restrictions. Let's dive into the details and explore the key aspects of this release, the features it brings, and the challenges facing iOS users. ARK Mobile Revamp, a major upgrade. ARK Survival Evolved, a game known for its immersive open-world survival mechanics and rich dinosaur ecosystems, originally launched a mobile version with a pared-down feature set compared to its console and PC counterparts. The upcoming ARK Mobile Revamp aims to address this gap by offering a more comprehensive package that mirrors the full ARK experience available on other platforms. Players on mobile will now have access to all DLCs, including popular expansion packs like Scorched Earth, Aberration, Extinction, and the entire suite of custom maps such as Ragnarok and the Center. This revamp also brings significant performance enhancements to optimize the game for various mobile devices. In the past, ARK's mobile version had limitations in terms of graphics, textures, and frame rates, especially on lower-end devices. The optimization efforts will ensure that players on both high-end and more budget-friendly devices can enjoy smooth gameplay, better textures, and reduced lag. This opens the door for a much larger audience to experience the full scope of ARK's world building, survival mechanics, and multiplayer gameplay. Epic Games Store as the distribution platform. One of the major revelations in this announcement is that the ARK Mobile Revamp will be distributed exclusively through the Epic Games Store. This is a notable shift from its earlier distribution model, as the original ARK Mobile version was available on the Google Play Store and Apple's App Store. By partnering with Epic Games, Studio Wildcard, the developers of ARK, seem to be leveraging the platform's robust infrastructure for delivering large-scale games efficiently. Epic Games is known for supporting a wide range of devices and is an advocate for cross-platform compatibility, which will likely benefit ARK players who want to transition between mobile and other devices. For Android users, this is a relatively straightforward shift since Epic Games has been available on Android for some time. However, this change presents a significant challenge for iOS users due to the absence of the Epic Games Store in the Apple ecosystem. Epic and Apple have been in a prolonged legal battle, and as of now, iOS users outside the European Union, EU, cannot access the Epic Games Store through their devices. The iOS issue, a global challenge. The lack of Epic Games Store availability on iOS is a key stumbling block in the otherwise promising release of ARK Mobile. This restriction stems from ongoing legal disputes between Epic Games and Apple, primarily over Apple's App Store policies and Epic's attempts to introduce its own in-app payment system in Fortnite. This led to Fortnite being pulled from the App Store and resulted in a broader restriction of Epic Games offerings on iOS devices. However, in the EU, certain regulatory frameworks allow iOS users to access alternative app stores, including Epic Games. This is due to the EU's Digital Markets Act, DMA, which aims to prevent gatekeeping and anti-competitive practices by major tech companies like Apple. As a result, iOS users in EU countries can download and install the Epic Games Store and, by extension, the new ARK Mobile Revamp. For iOS users outside the EU, though, the situation is more complicated. As things stand, these players won't be able to access the Epic Games Store directly, which raises questions about whether they will be able to play the ARK Mobile Revamp at all. Studio Wildcard has yet to announce any alternative distribution methods for iOS users outside of Europe, such as making the game available through the App Store or providing a standalone installation method, potential workarounds, and future solutions. Although the situation for non-EU iOS users may seem discouraging, there are potential solutions and workarounds that could emerge. One possibility is that Studio Wildcard and Epic Games could explore the idea of creating a separate version of the game specifically for the App Store, albeit with different terms compared to its Epic Games Store counterpart. This approach, while not ideal, would at least allow iOS users worldwide to access the game. Another possibility is the growth of cloud gaming platforms, which could potentially serve as a bridge for iOS users who want to play the revamped ARK Mobile. Services like Xbox Cloud Gaming, NVIDIA GeForce Now, or even Epic's own Unreal Cloud Gaming, should it develop further, could allow iOS users to stream ARK directly to their devices without needing to download it through the Epic Games Store. While cloud gaming has not yet reached mainstream mobile gamers on a large scale, it could become a more viable option in the coming years, especially for games as resource-heavy as ARK. Additionally, regulatory changes similar to those in the EU could expand to other regions, especially as governments around the world become more involved in scrutinizing tech giants' practices. Should similar rules be implemented outside the EU, iOS users in countries like the US, Canada, and others may eventually gain access to the Epic Games Store on their devices. Conclusion: the confirmation that ARK Mobile's revamped version will be released via the Epic Games Store for both Android and iOS is significant for the mobile gaming community. Android users can look forward to a seamless transition, while iOS users in the EU will benefit from the region's more flexible App Store regulations. Unfortunately, the majority of iOS users outside the EU face uncertainty, as they are currently unable to access the Epic Games Store due to ongoing legal and regulatory issues. As it stands, this situation highlights both the promise and the challenges of delivering AAA gaming experiences to mobile platforms. The optimization of ARK for a wider range of devices will undoubtedly expand its player base and bring the full ARK experience to more players than ever before. However, until a resolution is found for the iOS platform issue, a significant portion of the mobile gaming community may miss out on this exciting new release. Moving forward, it will be important to watch how Studio Wildcard and Epic Games navigate this challenge, and whether any creative solutions are introduced to ensure that iOS players worldwide can join the revamped ARK experience.